accessible to the LGBT community. Many people still do not fully understand the difficulties and challenges the LGBT individual must endure. So in this topic we want to commemorate the message challenge my local LGBT community. I'm Nguyen Trần Thanh Hà, a student of class 10A1, and this is my companion in this topic.
I'm Davan, a student of class 10A1 at Green High School.
So what are you waiting for? Let's find out about this with us. LGBT stands for gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender. At birth, a person has a predetermined body and does not have the right to choose his gender, as well as choose his own personality. Therefore, homosexuality is not a bad issue, but on the contrary, it is also an issue that the whole society needs to pay attention. Talk about is discrimination by others against LGBT individuals. This is the thing that the LGBT community face the most, as well as the most difficult to solve. As we all know, Vietnam is a country with a long and sustainable traditional culture. It is something to be proud of our pride and love for our grandparents, and because of this, many Vietnamese people consider the three gender as something that should not exist in a standard society, thereby making discrimination against the LGBT community.
According to the sharing of individuals about this, they said that after they have openly accessed other transgender, the lead began have to drastic change such discrimination, the cost and the different attitudes. They have not strike only from strangers, but also from friends or from their own family. This makes them feel isolated from everything around them, make them feel alone, feel wrong with their decision, and make them feel less confident in themselves. First, while there are still a lack of awareness about LGBT issues, making it difficult for them to open up and accept, especially there are children in the family who know they are gay, but may be cursed and discriminated against at home due to fear of a family pressure. Some family believe that boy must carry on the family tradition, so they force gay men to get married, and the girl have to get married and have children, forcing the gay people to do it, breaking their happiness.
Second, as I mentioned at the beginning, homosexuals are not always socially acceptable because there are not many positive attitudes about gay people where life. They even consider this a disease that requires medical attention. I've also witnessed many times that the stigma so in dark mean through lies or chatting unknowingly becomes a tie that binds LGBT people to hide their truth, not daring to face prejudice and severe mental trauma, but the same person. But if that person does not have a stronger sexual orientation like LGBT, the honor and quality will be affected. Rated higher if the person has a sexual orientation in the threshold. Those are also the injustices that people of the three gender have to suffer. They are always the last priority in everything from work activities to fun activities. They are even deprived of opportunities for job promotion or new job just because they are LGBT.
Just for consent love, we realize that the love of LGBT community is also extremely fresh and we're going through many restrictions. There are gay couples who live in the dark. Some is there to express their feeling, and some have to consent behind this feeling. Everyone was found by chance their family and quickly broke up with the fear of scotches. Difficult to identify who person will accept a same-sex relationship because love is causing many problems. Sometimes it's just the price cycle of puberty, so we have a same thing like environmental, scary or movies. The first thing about mental approach, it will be arrived less extreme if your daughter or second child of the family. Why? Because the family people tend to boy than a Vietnamese with a eldest son of the family. You will suffer with the choose that you will can have your own son and children.
I would like to expand on this aspect in that exists LGBT individuals working for their happiness and make sacrifice for the community preconception. They too are human beings with the right to love, to lie, and to be content in their own world. We can see that, despite the challenge, there are LGBT persons who have achieved great success. We must absorb them and see them in positive light because perhaps our love on is why gay as well. We have no right to stop them. They too deserve to be here and respected.
Finally, we're going to share a message that say let's support the LGBT community. We should not wait for life, school, doctor, or professional must be in paid knowledge of sexual health care everybody today. Before society become more open and legally, at the same time, family and social group have a responsibility to care about its community. As are our children, friends, and at least family members, caring for them and supporting them in community and equality.
Let's make it easy for them to come out and stop stereotypes against gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and people. Let's respect diversity, and that's our reality. Hopefully, it can help you have a more sympathetic view of LGBT people around us. They also deserve to live or be treated and enjoy the same rights as we do. In the future, people of the three gender will be widely recognized and become useful citizens of society. We hope that what we say will be beneficial information that everyone can grasp and spread. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen and pay attention. Vote for us. Goodbye.